Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Awesome Naya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I came across a video of a veteran cheering up on how hard things are for him, how he is struggling, how he is trying as much as he can to cope, and the rest of it. And guess what done on me? What done on me is that I am thinking about my people, right? Why am I thinking about my people? I have my people are hurt at this point in time because it is very rare to see a black veteran come out to cry online. Does it mean that they are not hurting? They are hurting. But because the world has made it look like black people do not feel anything, black people are not hurting, black people have to stay strong. And for that reason, you all have been staying strong all your life, right? So I am going to say this. If you are a black veteran and you are going through it at this point in time, I am sending all of my love, and you can always reach out. If there is something black community can do for you, trust me, something will be done. And I am so grateful for your services. Thank you so much for all you did, all you have done. And for the ones that are still in service, you all are doing amazingly great. Thank you so much. I know the government does not care. But the best we can do for ourselves as community is to reach out to one another. You rarely see black veteran come out to cry. But I know they are hurting. Let's get into this video.
So I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but I'm just sitting here and things haven't been going too well for me. I'm I just feel like my walls are breaking down. You know, being a vet, coming back into the civilian life, being ripped away from everything that you know, after being in an environment that's just, it's just constant adrenaline, it's constant stress. It's just, you don't know if you don't know if the next sound of a gunshot or the next explosion is going to be you or your friends. Or it's so quiet right now on my property. The birds are chirping, you hear the bugs, but I hear gunshots. You know, I haven't. It's been so long since I was at Afghanistan, but it's just like a loop. It just loops. Everybody else, I watch them just moving on, and time's going by for them, and I feel like I'm stuck. A lot of the times I feel like I'm stuck, and I've done really good over the past few years that I've learned on a lot of coping, and I've learned how to, navigate things, and my family's been a big help, and I feel like I've been doing really, really good. And ever since my back has went out, I've had 2 back surgeries in 2 years, and now I have extra kids, and I can't work. I can't be a man. I can't provide for my family. I can barely take care of them on a day-to-day basis because I have to be the stay-at-home dad. But all my mental energy, all my power is going into focusing on the pain and trying to go through each day, trying to get things done around the house, trying to lift these kids and change one more diaper, and the excruciating pain that I'm in just on a constant daily battle because of my back. I haven't been using my mental focus to keep my mind right, and I'm slipping. I'm slipping so bad. Somebody asked me if they could send out a veteran organization for a response, and reluctantly, super reluctantly, because this is always the type of shit that happens for vets. When vets ask for help, or when vets go to look for help, they don't get the help that they need. They don't get the help that they ask for. people just, they fail. They drop the ball. And this is supposed to be a veteran organization that was supposed to. And they never showed when they were supposed to. They didn't communicate. And it sent me over, well, I didn't say, it didn't send me over the edge. It sent me to the edge. And my family had to watch me in a break. They had to watch me be 1 foot in war, 1 foot out the other war, you know, 1 foot in the civilian world, and I'm tiptoeing both sides, not knowing what the true reality is. And I got drunk, and I wasn't trying to get drunk. And I scared my family. I don't drink. I scared them so bad. You know, people talk, they see me a lot of the times, and they, you know, they're like, oh, there's nothing really wrong with him. Why isn't he, you know, he seems fine. Well, all you guys see is the little iceberg that the Titanic, you know, saw as they were coming. They saw what was floating over the surface, but what you don't see is underneath. What you don't see is the stuff that we don't tell. What you don't see is the stuff that we don't share. What you don't see is the stuff that just constantly eats at our soul. And the stuff that we do let come to the surface it's terrifying to most. It rubs civilians the wrong way. Our dark sense of humor rubs you guys the wrong way, but only another vet understands a vet. And if you say you're going to try to help a vet, help them. If you say you're going to be there, be there. Things haven't been going too well for me.
Brother, my name's Thomas. The dude in the Jeep, that's his name. I'll tag him in this just to make sure you get a chance to see him. He showed one of your videos where you are going through it right now. I wanted you to know, number one, first and foremost, above everything else, I too am a veteran. And I do suffer from depression and anxiety. I do. I seek mental health help at my local VA, which is about 5 minutes away from where I live. I understand you're in a dark place right now, and it doesn't feel like there's any light, and it doesn't feel like anybody cares, which is why I am making this video for you. I want you to go follow right back. It's me, okay? The dude in the Jeep, that's his name, is looking for you. He wants to help you get the resources that you need. You see, you are not alone, my friend. You're not. And I don't want you to think that you are. I have been where you have been, and I have leaned on other veterans to help me get out of it. And I want you to do the same. IGY6. IGY6. You are not alone. There are organizations that are here to help you with whatever you need. Veterans helping veterans. I just want you to know that you're not in this alone. My hand is right here. Please reach out to me. Send me a DM or what have you. We can sit and we'll talk. Okay? I will do my damnedest to help you get out of the dark place that you're in right now. You matter. Even if our governments, even if the Defense Department and all those other people don't say it, you matter. You matter to me, and you matter to other veterans. You do. I do not want you to sit in this dark place alone, because you're not. You are not alone. You have a beautiful family. They love you, and they need you. I need my battle buddy on this side, because we're both, all of us, we're going to walk through some dark places. We're going to walk through some dark time. And the only way we can get through it is together. There may come a time where you will see one of my videos where I'm just not all the way there. I'm sad or I'm upset or what have you. And you can reach out to me, veteran to veteran, to remind me, IGY6. You're not alone. I will tag the gentleman whose video I found you from, Reach out to him, reach out to me, reach out to any veteran. You are not alone, brother. You're not. We got you. You are our battle buddy. IGY6. My hand is right here.
Well, happy Monday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good morning. I just wanted to come in and share something with you today. Guys, we really need to be in serious prayer for some of our veterans out here. I saw some real disturbing coverage over the weekend regarding veterans and their mental health. There was this one couple, this one woman, she was making a video, and she started out saying she didn't want to hear any more red hatters talk about they love veterans. And just as she was saying it, her husband, just in the background, you could hear him. He was just screaming to the top of his lungs. He didn't want to hear crap. I mean, he was going OFF. It was completely unhinged. What had happened was he had just found out they had fired his doctor. And his doctor, per his words, was the only one keeping him from killing people. Those were his exact words. Those were his exact words. And he was screaming, "You took my peace of mind." And the woman, the wife, she was just in tears. She was just watching. You could only imagine what she was experiencing, because she knew what was finna happen with him not being able to continue his treatments, because she's lived with him, and she was distraught. And that was just one story. That was just one story. Can you imagine how many other stories there are out there with people who have those same mental issues, whose treatment is keeping them from just spazzing out and hurting themselves or someone else? There are a lot of those situations out there. And they're going to have to vent their anger and frustration and blame in someone's direction. And I don't think these people have thought this stuff through. They're playing with issues that are like life and death matters. These are not things to be played with. These people's lives are on the line, and they're treating them like they're in some Monopoly game. And I kind of think the backlash that's going to come from this is going to be astronomical. I do believe we're going to start hearing some stories coming in, and they're not going to be pretty. I think we're going to start hearing, well, let's just say, don't be shocked if you start hearing stories of people lashing out in some horrific ways. You just can't put people in the position that they're in now and not expect any recourse. You can't. You can't put people in these positions and don't think there's going to be some type of backlash. Some of these people were barely holding it together with their treatments, on their meds on the regular, and talking to their doctors. Some of them were still barely holding on to, they were just barely holding on. And now you've taken that from them, and just with no backup plan, with no plan B. So these people are just out here, they're just out in public dealing with their issues without anyone to help them compartmentalize their feelings and their emotions. Who do you think they're going to take that frustration and that sense of loss and that sense of betrayal out on? I just think we just need to get ready to start hearing some reports coming in. This is going to backfire in someone's face really bad. This is not going to go well. of all the people you want to take something from in this country, the vets are the last ones you should be wanting to take anything from. They've already given so much. They've already given, in some cases, way too much. And you still want to take more? You want to leave them feeling helpless and alone, and that no one cares about them, and you want them to feel isolated and cut off? That's not a good position to put those people in, who are already mentally going through some things. You want to make them even more destitute? Okay, I've just seen some reports, and it's not good. I've seen some people talking, and it's not good. And those are not people you want to have out there with your face in their mind. You know, when they think about what they're going through, a certain picture pops in their head. You don't want to be that picture. You do not want to be that picture that pops into someone's head and feeling like you took something from them. Something as sacred as their peace of mind, as their mental stability. And then they're going to feel like that they got played. You know, this country promised them so much. You promised them that they would be taken care of when they return home. You promised them that anything that they suffered while out fighting for their country, when they come home, they would be taken care of, and they would be cared for, because they had given their all in the name of saving their country and their fellow countrymen. But that's not what's happening. And these men and women, I'm sure, are absolutely at their wits' end. That's not a good place for those people to be in the state of mind they're in. So get ready. Get ready to start seeing some reports coming in. I just have a sinking feeling. Get ready. Well, you guys have a great day. I hope your Monday happens to be a very productive and fulfilling Monday. You guys take care. We'll talk again soon. Have a great one.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to use this opportunity to also reach out to Black veterans. And I am saying that I know it's been really a tough period, like, you know, since last year. I know, like, every day is always a tough time. But last year, since November to this very moment, it's really been a very hard time. Then from January till now, it's a harder time. I know sometimes Black people are so strong. Black people do not call people, like, do not come out to ask for help. Black people do not most sometimes come out to cry. They do not share their experiences. They do not let you see how they feel. But I am sending out so much love to all our Black veterans that are going through it. And I hope, like, you are strong. I hope you also reach out to somebody when you are down, because sometimes it's some problem shared is like in a little bit some. And also when you share your problem, when you cry it out, you feel a bit lighter, and you feel very much better. I know how badly veterans are being treated. I know how badly it's been, especially when you are done. Some of them finish serving in another country and come back home. They come back with so many things, PTSD and the rest of them. Some people hear like, you know, words or something are in their head, and it's really a whole lot. But one thing I am going to say is that I know sometimes you are battling this all alone, but you can always reach out. If there is something this community can do for you, absolutely. I will try as much as I can to do what we can to make sure that you are okay. You know, sometimes people that look like me do not come out to express themselves, not really expressing, to say how they feel. You know, since January, we've been seeing so many white cries, farmers and all of that, veterans and people, federal workers. If you look around, you rarely see a black person come out on the internet to cry. That doesn't mean that they are not hurting. They are hurting. But because the word has shown them that all you can do is to be strong. You got this. You can be strong. You can do it. I am not going to lie to you. Sometimes being strong, I know is maybe all you can do, but it is exhausting. It is very exhausting. So I encourage people to cry it out. I encourage people to reach out to people. I encourage people to also speak up. I know Black community are great in reaching out. I love them for that. So when you think that you are all alone, make sure you reach out to somebody. Then we can take it up from there. Yeah. So this is where I am going to draw the curtain, and I appreciate all the services, everything you all have done and still doing. Thank you so much for your services. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.